What up everybody, Deathwing here, and today I'm here with a theory for you guys, and this theory is about Kuina being alive, and what her devil fruit might be. So without further ado, let's get into it. So I just want to talk about Kuina, what we know about her. Well, we knew that Kuina was a strong swordswoman, and her dream was to become the strongest swordsman in the world. According to her, she wouldn't even be able to become the strongest swordsman because of her being a girl, and Zoro was in opposition to that. But one night when Zoro was training alone, he got a news that Kuina is dead just by falling off of the stairs. Well, how can a person fall by just falling off the stairs? The people in One Piece are durable and cannot just die by taking a fall. You can take Usopp as an example. Usopp is the best example that you can take. Usopp wasn't a superhuman guy. He was an ordinary guy who has taken how many beatings, according to you? He broke his skull, his nose, and still he is alive, and he is even getting stronger and stronger. Marco took a shot from Kizaru. Whitebeard took a hit from Akainu, and there are so many more examples where you can say that power comes from the will and not from the body itself. Kuina had very strong will of becoming the strongest swordsman in the world, so how can she possibly be so weak that by just falling off of stairs she can die? Another thing to be noted is Kuina was a swordsman, an extremely good swordsman, and there is no way that her footwork wasn't well. For being a swordsman, you have to be just active, and there is no way that her foot will slip off of just a stair. Before that, I want to give you some parallels to Zoro and Kuina and Luffy and Sabo. Sabo and Luffy were like friends, more likely the brothers. Zoro and Kuina were friends too. Kuina was older than Zoro, Sabo was older than Luffy. Luffy and Sabo's both parents didn't allow him or didn't agree to him being a pirate, and same was with Kuina. Her parents also wasn't totally agreeing to the fact that Kuina should take the dojo after her father. So wouldn't it make sense that when we got to see that Sabo, who was supposedly dead, was actually alive? And same scene could be with Kuina, where she was supposed to die, she wasn't actually dead, and she is also alive. So this is what I have to say, that where Kuina is, if she is alive, and what powers is she possessing. So if she is alive, how is she? You all probably might have heard to the theory that Kuina has been taken by a revolutionary army, she has been transformed into a man by Ivankov, and now she is at Wano Kingdom. But my thoughts are a little different. Well, I'm not opposing that she cannot be at Wano, but another thing that I'm trying to say is Kuina is definitely was with revolutionary army, but isn't certainly away from them. And I believe that she still is with them, and now what will I say is gonna justify my ideas. Well, the theory was, when Zoro was training in episode 0, we saw that a ship was behind him, and that ship was actually revolutionaries. So what if the revolutionaries were in acquaintance with Kuina's father, and Kuina knew that the revolutionary army had a member who can change genders, or probably Ivankov changed someone's genders in front of her, and that totally provoked her to pursue her dream and to become even more stronger swordsman by being a man rather than by staying as a woman? Wouldn't it make sense? According to her own words, men are powerful, so if she becomes a man, she can be even more powerful? That was not an easy task. Kuina was renowned as the strongest swordswoman in the entire village, in the entire dojo. And if she just mysteriously disappeared, it would make chaos. So what Kuina requested to her dad was to let her go with the revolutionary army, to let her pursue her dream, and to let her become the strongest swordsman in the world. And her dad obviously agreed to that, and we also saw that when Kuina died, her dad wasn't shedding a tear, and that would be because he knew that what the truth is. And why Kuina didn't took her sword with her, you might be asking? Then this would be because that sword was Kuina's treasure, and whenever a swordsman dies, his sword is either inherited by someone or kept at her place, or his or her place where he or she lived. So this is the obvious reason why Kuina didn't take her swords with her. And after getting to the revolutionary army said that you have to fake her death, and you have to show it to everyone that she died, and then we'll be taking care of her, we'll be making her stronger. We have a master swordsman in our crew who is actually the strongest swordsman in the world. Well, wait, you might be thinking that, did I say strongest swordsman in the world is with revolutionary? Yeah, you can say that because I advocate to Mihawk being a revolutionary member. To support this theory, that is the only thought that I can have to kind of balance the ideas. If Mihawk wasn't have to be with the revolutionary army, it would make no sense for Kuina to be with the revolutionary, and I'm advocating to that Kuina is currently a revolutionary. I will be start making sense once you proceed into this video. So the thing I want to say is Kuina is alive and she is currently with the revolutionary army. She cannot be with the revolutionary because of various reasons, but listen to me guys. So let us assume that Kuina is in revolutionary army. Well, what is she doing there? Well, according to me, she is third in command. And she is the third strongest member because Kuina represents Zoro. If you talk about revolutionary army, Dragon obviously represents Dragon or Sabo, so the next person in command would represent Zoro. So what I'm gonna say is Kuina is the third strongest next after Sabo, and what I believe is if Kuina is with a revolutionary army, what is her role? Well, obviously she is a swordsman, and what special power does she have other than swordsmanship? Well, that would be Crow Devil Fruit. The one person whom we saw in Dressrosa that came to pick up Sabo. Yes guys, this is my thought, and this would just make absolute sense if she is having that power. By being a crow and by being able to fly, she can be fast enough to use her sword. Her hands would be more quick and more powerful, and she would have a good reaction just by being a bird itself. And another thing that I want to say is Kuina never wanted to be a woman, and this theory is on the community for a very long time, since the Impel Down arc. So I just want to discuss it with you guys. Well, we have seen that Kuina, when she died, about the time when she died, revolutionary army was also there. So what I'm thinking is Kuina trained in the Mihawk, and Mihawk was a secret member of revolutionary army. Well, we know that revolutionary army, the high member of revolutionary army are spread throughout the world. Ivankov was in Impel Down. Kuma is as a warlord, but he mostly stays at the Marijawa or the headquarters. But we have another warlord that travels the whole world, and he is Mihawk. Well, there are theories that Mihawk was a former member of, or is currently a member of, Shanks' crew. Well, I also believe that, but I can't just divide my ideas in two, so I have to stick to one of them. So I believe that Mihawk is a revolutionary member, and that's why, or was a temporary revolutionary member for a decade or so, and then he left, probably, who knows. And that would be the case where Mihawk trained Kuina, and Kuina became stronger as hell as a man, and being trained under the world's greatest swordsman obviously made her strong. And who knows that she learned how to control the demon inside of the sword, the demonic swords, the cursed swords. Probably that would just create a lot of hype for Kuina. Zoro just trained 2 years under Mihawk, so just guess how strong would Kuina be by training a decade under Mihawk. So that is just a basic thought, and she might be either a Wano, but I think that she will make an appearance in the final arc. And in the final arc, well, she might make an appearance before, but we will get to know that she is Kuina in the final arc, where Zoro and Kuina will like face each other, and then they would be like, what the heck? And the war would be between Straw Hat and Blackbeard and revolutionaries and Gorman, and then Kuina and Zoro will see each other and they will say that, and Kuina will say, Zoro, you've grown into a grown man, and he would be like, hey, how do you know my name? I never introduced myself to you. And then she would be like, you know me very well. I was your superior when you were a kid. And then it will just blow up all of the reader's mind as well as Zoro's mind. And he would be like, what the fuck, are you Kuina? And she'd say, yeah, well, I was Kuina actually. And then they both won't fight because they are allies, so they both will continue to their own fight. But the one who will fight Kuina would be Tashigi, and Tashigi will eventually defeat Kuina, and this would prove that a woman can be stronger than a man. No matter who you are, you can be stronger than anyone else. What you just have to do is keep believing in yourself, and you don't have to ever give up. Just keep on training, and this would just justify that a woman can be stronger than a man. A woman who converted herself into a man just got defeated by a woman who is even younger than her. So it would be just ironic that how Kuina wanted to be a man so bad and just got defeated by a woman. It would be just so ironic, and it would just symbolize the equality in gender. So this is the basic thought, and after that, how will we prove that Zoro is stronger than Tashigi and Kuina both? Well, what I believe is one of the Blackbeard's member, probably who ate diamond fruit. There is a theory about that, and there is a foreshadowing of way back in Alabasta, where Dasbone says that, what will you cut next, diamond? And so this is just gonna happen. One of the government or one of the Blackbeard's crew is gonna eat the diamond fruit, and one of the swordsmen is gonna eat it, of course, and he would take the title of the strongest swordsman after defeating Tashigi as well as after defeating Mihawk, and the one who would defeat him would be Zoro, and that would give him the title of the strongest swordsman. According to me, it is just a crazy theory, but this is what I believe in. And another thing that supports this idea is Kuina is gonna make her appearance when Straw Hat and Revolutionary Army come face to face. So this is a basic idea about her powers, about her being alive, and about her residence. So this was a little theory about her. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like this video if you did, comment your thoughts in the comment section below, share this video with your friends, and subscribe if you want to be notified for my future video. And another video would be coming down soon, and that video would be about regarding pudding. So I want to thank you again guys for helping me to reach 500 subscribers. So that was it for this video guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'm the Twin guys, and I'll see you in the next one.